Okay. Rolling. 3, 2, 1. What is up guys? Ayan, kamusta kayong lahat? And kasama natin ngayon si Sir Mark Anthony. So Sir Mark, before we talk about Microsoft, Cambridge, and software engineering, so sino nga ba si Mark Anthony?
Hello bro, so what's up? Good day sa lahat ng nanonood dito kay bro Daniel and sa mga upamate yan, sa mga nakasubaybay sa upamate. So I'm Mark Anthony Estopase. So currently I'm the senior full stack developer at Cambridge University Present Assessment, and currently I'm one of the community leads of Microsoft Azure community Philippines. And yeah, most of the time I do tech talks in the community and organize events for right now for Microsoft Azure.
Wow. So, eto bro, lately ano bang pinagkakaabalahan natin ngayon, sir?
So currently I'm mostly focusing my time on my full-time job. So as a senior full stack developer, and then if ever my time also nagdo-join din ng mga hackathons. And yan, also mostly organize ng mga meetups, and then I do volunteer previously sa mga tech talk events din. I volunteer sa mga other tech talk events before pa magkaroon ng Microsoft Azure community. Yun, so I've been part of DevCon Manila as an officer, and then right now sa DevCon Philippines. So yun.
So, ayun bro, medyo na rin tong tanong na to. So, ano yung pinagkaiba ng between someone who can write code and someone who can engineer a software? Kasi di ba magkaiba naman yung na yun.
I think right now hindi na totally nagmamatter if you are good at writing code because of the AI, and
Yes.
honestly parang in terms of like right now if nag-write ka pa rin ng code, baka mapag-iwanan ka na, right? So right now as a software engineer, more than code, so you should do to really learn about software architectures, how the system works, or how the system works at the background, or mostly in the software architecture part. No? So it's more than code. It's most of like learning how to like really learn to build softwares that can scale.
Ayos.
So
Kasi 'di ba parang ngayon, pero parang ang daming galit ngayon na na sa mga vibe coder. Alam mo na, 'di ba? So, ayun. Yun din yung biggest misconception ng ibang tao, 'di ba?
Yeah, right. Because right now, anything can be built by just an RNA. Right? Kung probably before, turns out like months or even years bago ka makapag-build ng product mo for just an MVP. But right now, because of the AI, sobrang bilis mo na makapag-build ng products. And most of the time, they term it like vibe coding. So, ayun, if there is a developer right now na nag-write pa rin ng code like manually, so how come na makakapag-keep up or makakapag-build sila ng product ng mas mabilis compared to the other software engineers that really utilizing AI?
Totoo.
Yun nga, in terms of like productivity, talaga namang mas mapapabilis, right?
Yes.
So 10x, 100x pa yan, no, na mas mapapabilis yung software development. So yeah, I think they should do utilize so
Hello bro, nawala ka. Hello. Nawala yung cam mo, bro.
Ano wala?
Sige, okay lang, recording naman to.
Ayan, bro.
Wala pa rin siya, bro. Black screen siya.
Wait lang.
Sure, take your time.
Andyan na, bro.
Wala pa rin, bro.
Pero sa end ko kita siya.
Sa end mo kita. Dito sa recording, kahit sa OBS, wala.
Or should I, balik muna?
Pwede, refresh ka.
Sige, sige.
Mm-mm. Yan, bro. Okay na.
Meron na ba?
Mm-mm.
Nag-fall box sa camera. Ayan.
Yan, okay na.
Alright.
So, balik tayo doon. Dito, ayan, okay. Na-capture na yon yung last. And 3, 2, 1. So, ayun nga, bro. Pero, di ba dapat, since may AA na, dapat hindi pa rin nila i-skip yung mga fundamentals, yung mga ganun, di ba? Ayan.
Hello. Nawala yata ako, bro.
Nawala. Ayan, okay na. All goods lang yan.
Okay na yan.
Yan. Sige. 3, 2, 1. So, ayun nga, bro, di ba? Pero kahit may AI na, dapat hindi pa rin nila i-skip yung mga fundamentals and yung other part na kailangan talagang matutunan. Kasi, di ba, how can you tell AI na dapat magawa ka ng ganito nang hindi mo nalalaman mismo yung structure, yung mga design pattern, di ba?
Yes. Ayun, basically, they should still learn the basic stuffs, fundamentals. Kasi, paano kung nawala yung AI? So, let's say, paano kung nawala yung AI?
Totoo.
How can you handle the software that you have built
Oo.
using AI, right?
Yes.
How can you debug if you don't have the fundamentals, right? Even for debugging, di ba?
Oo, totoo. Lalo na yung mga product na bro, sa business, 'di ba? Kailangan pag shinip mo 'yan, scalable talaga 'yan, 'di ba?
Yes. And I think ayun yung like na-skip na part mostly right now ng mga vibe coders.
Yes.
Or at least sa mga nagtatry ng software development, they do really like to build a product kasi agad. If wala silang fundamentals on building it.
Yes.
And mas malaking advantage or leverage pa rin talaga kapag meron kang software engineering background.
Yes.
No?
Totoo yan.
You do have knowledge when it comes into software architectures, how the queues work, how the stack works. So, mga ganong mga concept and stuff in software engineering.
Kasi hindi lang naman sa ganda ng software or app na bubuhay ang isang 'di ba? So, in business term, kailangan yan?
Hindi lang sa ganda ng app, no? Hindi lang sa mga... So, actually, even sa mga user interface.
Yes.
Meron pa mga tinatawag nating mga AI Slack, di ba? So, there's this pa rin na meron kating fundamentals on how the products are built in terms of the UI and UX. So, hindi lang basta parang makapag-build ka ng product with the use of AI, tapos
Yun na.
AI Slack. Ayun na.
Yun talaga, maraming magagalit pag ganun, di ba? Hindi mo man lang pinag-isipan, no?
Diba?
Oo.
Magkakamukha na yung mga AI. Magkakamukha na yung mga products because of same sila lahat ng ginamit na AI model.
Pero ikaw, bro, kapag maggagawa ka ng software, ano yung parang approach na ginagawa mo? Ano ba? Planning muna, execution, since ikaw yung senior may team ba kayo dyan, bro, sa company? So, ayun, paano mo siya ina-approach?
Yes, we do have a team here. Of course, meron pa rin kaming sinusunod na process when it comes into building our products. And right now, since we're parang mini-maintain na lang namin yung software na meron sila right now. So, yung software develop, yung life cycle guarantees that ano yung gagawin. Some um meron pa rin kami sprint. So we plan on what to do for the next 2 weeks, and
Mm-mm.
then binibigyan ng task yung mga developers, and when it comes into parang i-build mo na yung task mo. So dapat before pa lang i-build yung specific feature, so andun na mismo yung talagang solid requirements.
Mm-mm.
So ayun, so right now ako kasi sa work hindi ko pa parang kumbaga, if I'm using AI, I still I still do check kung ano yung na-produce na code ng AI. Hindi
Yes.
pa rin ako dun sa part na parang just generate yung code tapos wala na akong
Oo.
pake. So, andun pa rin ako sa part na I still check kung ano talaga yung na-produce ng AI. Is it
Yes.
really good? Ayan, I'm still testing it on my own.
Totoo yan kasi minsan, 'di ba, pagka nagge-generate ng ano, yun pa yung nakakapagpabigat kung bakit mabagal yung system. So, kailangan mo rin talagang i-refactor talaga. And ayun nga, yung sinabi ni Sir Mark kanina, kailangan talaga meron kang fundamentals and alam mo kung ano yung binabato sa'yo nung AI, di ba?
Yep.
So, ayun bro. Let's talk about dun sa Microsoft MVP. So, what does being an MVP actually mean to you?
Ayun, before ako maging MVP, no, I've been an active like tech community volunteer. Diba? And then pre-pandemic, I do talk online or speak online. So I share my knowledge in the community uh, sa mga opportunities, speaking engagement sa mga different universities pre-pandemic. And then ayun, so I do still love teaching my sharing my skills, no? So
About ano ba yan, bro? Technical expertise or more on community contribution? Or both?
technical expertise and community contributions as well. So iba, I do talk TypeScript, React. So ayun yung mga tinuturo ko before, APIs, mga ganun. Sa mga current skills na natutunan ko lang din sa online or sa community. And then, by the time na dito na ako nag-work sa Manila, so I volunteer in different community like DevCon. So I've been part of DevCon Manila as VP for Technology back then. Ayun, nagkakanta kami ng mga meetups, ganon. So, ayun, speaking engagement and with other tech communities. So, ganon. And then, I've been nominated by one of the MVPs.
Wow.
No? Way back because of my contribution to the community through engagement and then through sharing your expertise in the field of web development way back. And ayun, so to really become an MVP, siguro you should have this heart for the community. So you should be love to share your expertise, no? And ayun, back then when I was nominated the first time, I did the award. So hindi pa ako naging MVP that time because of my contributions is really scattered into different stuff. So sa MVP kasi meron kang dapat talagang target technology. So like for example, if you're mostly talking about or sharing about Microsoft Azure, so you can become an MVP for Microsoft Azure. So if you are really about web development, so you can become an MVP by the developer technology category, specifically specifically for web development. So back then, yung mga tinutok ko kasi before is like Azure, GitHub,
Ah,
development, is scattered contribution. So I think
ah.
kaya din nakuha the first time na nominate ako. And
Mm.
then, um, noong 2025, no, I was nominated again. So back then, noong 2020, last year, so we created this Microsoft Azure Community called Azure Developers Philippines. Kasi merong nag-exist na community na for Microsoft Azure, Azure User Group Manila, which is led by one of the Microsoft MVPs then. But it's not hindi siya active. So it's not active. That's why we built another community for Azure. But then again, with that community that we built, support kami ng other community. Then, no? So, nag-merge na lang yung community na yun. And then, we call it Microsoft Azure Community Philippines. So,
Nakikita ko nga yun eh.
Yeah. Together with other MVPs. So, that's why we built Microsoft Azure Community Philippines. So, para magkaroon din ng active na, na community. For Azure. Right? Right now, mostly, or most of the time, yung active na community ngayon is AWS.
Yes. Ikaw din nag-organize nun, bro? Or part lang?
Alin, bro?
Yung mga ganon?
Before, naging part din ako ng Google as a volunteer and AWS as a volunteer way back. So, ayun. But right now, I'm mostly focused on Microsoft Azure community. No? So, we do organize Azure meetups, mostly monthly. So, by that time, na-nominate ulit ako. Then, the second time, hindi pa rin ako nakapasok kasi yung contribution ko kasi is konti lang. So, kailangan kasi yung contribution ko is pasok within the year.
May may parameter din para makapasok.
Yes. So, dapat meron kang at least maximum 24 contributions. So, yung mga contributions na yun is different kinds of contributions for the community. Like speaking engagement, blogs, that really talk about Microsoft technology. So, ayun na namin ako for MVP. I'm targeting specifically yung Azure kasi mostly ayun yung contribution ko. Pero konti pa lang. So, hindi ulit ako napasok the second time. And then, ayun, I still since I still do love teaching about Microsoft Azure since I'm utilizing it mostly then before. So, ayun, tuloy-tuloy lang na nagkanta kami ng meetup, share about Microsoft Azure. I invite other speakers as well to share their expertise in Microsoft Azure.
Yes.
And ayun, and the third time na I was nominated, since I do have that contributions na, like, so I think lagpas na ng 24 including yung including yung contribution sa speaking engagement, even the open source contribution, counted yun as one as contribution din. So, ayun. So, by that third time, ayun, nakapasok na ako as an MVP. So, parang recent last month lang actually.
Iba talaga bro pag consistent, 'di ba? Tsaka gusto mo yung ginagawa mo. Kusa na lang dumadating yung 'di ba?
Yes, actually ayun yung parang I think hindi siya. Parang siya. If you're really passionate about it, you really love what you're doing talaga. So talaga nandun na yung reward. So I think it's just an icing in the cake nga Parang additional on top of your mga ginagawa for the community. And ayun, at the same time, talagang nakakatuwa, nakakataba ng puso na
nag-share ka. May mga natututo. Kasi doon pa lang panalo ka na di ba?
Yes.
So, absolutely. parang dun pa lang bawing-bawi ka na. Ako nga rin bro ngayon, ganyan. Kasi, ayun, yung pagbablog ko ngayon, ang daming nai-inspire. So, tuwan-tuwa ako. Mm-mm.
It's very inspiring, no? Nung
Mm-mm.
ilan nga, is it talaga is into it, no?
Ah,
Nawala, bro.
ay nawala. Yung ano mo bro, ikaw yung nawala. Yung cam mo. Yan, okay na.
Ayan.
Okay na. Okay. Sige, go. Nawala tayo sa ano. Yan. Sige, go.
Natuwa bro yung mga contents mo, no?
Mm.
And also on how you build it public yung Upamid.
Yes,
Ay,
bro.
yung mga napapanood ko si Upamid.
Mm-mm,
And then,
mm-mm.
namit ko din yung co-founder.
Si Ermon. Mm-mm. So, he was my classmate. Oo.
Yeah.
Solid din yun. And then, ayun nga, na-invite kita kasi nalupitan din ako kasi nga, wow, Microsoft MVP. Tapos gusto ko rin marinig yung, ano mo, yung thoughts mo and how you deal with it. And natuwa din ako na nag-share ka sa mga tao na ng knowledge mo. Kumbaga, value by value yung binibigay mo din sa mga tao. And ayun din yung mga gusto ko sa tao kasi maganda yung ganun kapag ganun yung environment mo kasi hindi toxic, mas mag-grow ka lalo, di ba?
Yeah. And then, initially, I think I was really inspired by the other, by the other tech community speakers then way back, no? So that's why talaga, ayun, because of them, no, I think it's really good, no, na to serve the community, not just by speaking engagement, probably by vlogging, like what you're doing.
Oo.
So yeah, I think because of that, because of what you're doing, siguro mas maraming may inspire and mas
Yes.
marami ding magkaroon na right now kasi possible, no, na they have this they're holding back.
Oo.
May nag-hold back sa kanila.
Yes.
To do their thing. No?
Yun nga yung sabi ko sa'yo, bro, eh.
Because of what you're doing,
Mas mawawala na yun. May nag-comment nga sa akin last time, yung, ayun, napapanood niya raw ako, tinuloy niya daw yung parang pag-aaral niya, mas sinipagan niya, yung parang ganun. So, tuwan-tuwa ako nung nabasa ko yon. And, may nai-inspire pala talaga. So, ayun, hindi ko rin in-expect kasi nga, upamate lang yung ano ko talaga dati, yung tawag dito, yung gusto kong i-share and gusto kong ipaano. And ayun, by the time goes on, unti-unti ko nare-realize na na parang, na ano pala sila dun sa building pace na ginagawa ko, na pinapakita ko, na nagko-code ako, pinapakita ko, and may na-inspire talaga. So, ayun, thank you din bro na in-accept mo to. Ha? Ano bro, kasi nabuo ko siya, dalawa kasi yun bro eh. So, pinag-iisipan ko kung POS yung iba vlog ko or eto yung rental management. Kasi freelancer ako eh. So, first year college pa lang ako, nag-start na ako nun. And then, one time, sumagi sa isip ko, sabi ko, parang gusto kong magbenta ng system or software. Ano kaya? And then, naisip ko POS agad. And sabi ng wife ko, wag yan, masyadong mahal yan kasi bibili ka ng mga thermal printer. Kasi kailangan mong matest, di ba? Yung cashier, yung scanner, lahat. Sabi ko, oo nga, no. Ano kaya? Then, nag-research ako. Nakita ko, rental management or mga property owner, medyo konti pa lang, kahit pa paano. And then, doon, sabi ko, sige, magagawa ako ng property management na align lang doon sa pinpoint ng mga landlord. So, nag-gather ako ng landlord, naghanap-hanap ako ng mga landlord na pwede kong kausapin, interviewin. And I am tenant for the past year. So, lagi ako nangungupahan. So, alam ko na rin, nakikita ko na rin yung negative side nung sa business side nung mga landlord. So, doon pa lang, pinost ko na yung Upamate. Actually, January 2026, in-upload ko si Upamate sa TikTok pero hindi sa Facebook. Then, hindi nag-boom. Hindi siya nag-boom. Sabi ko, whatever. Itutuloy ko na lang yung yung mga ginagawa ko. Kasi, yun nga, nag-freelance ako. May mga business owner na lumalapit sa akin. Yun, hindi ko yung binavlog dati kasi confidential. Ayaw nilang yung nila, di ba? Then, yung iba naman, nag-outsource na company na nagpapagawa rin sa akin. So, since bawal ko siya i-vlog,
For the meantime, in-stop mo yung
Upamate. Yes. Oo, for the meantime, in-stop ko and then nag-focus ako sa, ayun nga, sa mga businesses and then sa, employed na kasi ako nun eh. So, may project na akong hinahawakan. Doon ako nag-focus. And then, ito, nung May, episode 1 nung Upamate. So, before episode 1, napanaginipan ko yung Upamate, bro.
Wow.
Oo. Napanaginipan ko. And then, pagising ko, ito na ba yung sign na i-ano ko ulit si Upamate? So, dun, ginawa ko ulit yung logo parang ni-revise ko yung logo kasi ang pangit ng logo dati, bro. Hindi ganito. Ni-revise ko siya and then pinost ko yung episode 1. Pag-post ko, grabe, what the? Nagulat na lang ako sa Facebook. Biglang nag-boom. Ang daming natuwa, ang daming naka-recognize, ang daming gustong makita kung paano mag-grow si Upamate hanggang ngayon. Eto, nandito na ako sa kausap ko na kayo na nag-share tayo ng mga insight natin kung paano natin mai-inspire lalo yung mga developer, di ba?
And then there it is, no? Okay, ano na si Upamate, no? Di ba? Release na and meron ng mga subscribers, right?
Oo, meron naman na. So, yung iba nasa free trial, more on trial, and inintay ko pa rin na ma-convert sila into a customer talaga. So,
Yeah.
ganun. Tuloy-tuloy lang.
Kasi, I think other business or other startups will get inspired by what you're doing, di ba?
Mm-mm.
Meeting in public,
Yes.
the progress of what you have built,
Mm-mm.
marketing it on your own.
Yes.
You did really good dun sa branding eh. So you have your own brand now.
Yun nga eh. Kumbaga parang kung magaya man si Upamate, hindi magagaya yung Danielson Baltazar. Parang ganon.
That's it.
Parang ganon, di ba, bro?
Ayan yung actually, ayan yung current, ngayon, di ba?
Yeah.
Copycats.
Yeah, hot topic yan ngayon. And ayun nga, hindi ko na rin binring up yun kay Sir Bryle kasi ayun, ayoko masawsaw dun sa issue na yun, di ba? Kasi ayun nga, one of my goal lang naman is inspire. Mm-mm. So eto, bro, ano yung sige, go.
Yeah, sure.
Yung nung nakita mo yung Upamate, parang ano yung naging first impression mo sa kanya, parang ganun. Since, ayan, as a, full stack developer or senior developer, ano yung naging first impression mo sa kanya? Ano yung parang kulang pa in a technical term? I-roast mo nga, bro. I-roast mo.
Let me tell you, way back,
Okay.
2021, we tried to build a startup.
Mm.
We call it Rent Space.
What? Ano ulit, bro?
We call it Rent Space.
Rent Space.
So, for rental. So,
Mm.
almost the same concept with the Upamate. But, the idea is cheap kasi eh.
Okay.
Execution is everything.
Mm-mm.
You didn't execute talaga really well what you have built. So, hindi din mag-earn or magpo-progress.
Yes.
So, ayun, and pinagdala namin yun because I got the other full-time job which really mostly use our own time
Oo.
sa development. So, ayun. And with that, Upamate, it really, solved a pain point for tenants and landlords.
Yes.
So yeah, that's a good solution for them, no? And with Upamate, I think right now you're doing really great with Upamate.
Thank you, sir.
And also, with regards to, I think, with regards to marketing, you're doing great na eh.
Mm-mm.
And you really, I think you should really dig into marketing din talaga
Yes.
with the Upamate.
Yun nga, yun din yung sabi ko kay Sir Bryle eh. Na hindi ko ma-convert yung mga viewers into a subscribers.
Yeah.
Oo.
You should do check how to market your product into different types of marketing. So you should do the betting, what really works, what really converts. So
Mm-mm.
yun talaga, meron din talaga experimentation on what's gonna really work.
Yes.
No?
Totoo,
And
totoo.
ayun,
Para-
with Upamate,
Sige, go.
yung different, I think, yung different, for example, Upamate, hindi naman yan parang revolutionary na
Yes.
solution eh.
Oo.
Probably meron yan,
Meron na.
probably meron yung mga same concept,
Yes.
same idea with
Oo.
to yours. Pero iba pa rin kasi if you did really well in your own in your own brand. So
Yes.
like what others are saying, no. There are so many different brands.
Totoo.
You're selling the same product,
Yes.
but the customers pick their own ano eh.
Mm-mm.
So merong mga customers talaga na really picking their own product kasi they have trusted it well.
Yes.
No?
Totoo.
Ayun na yung
Totoo.
parang trusted nila.
Ang ano ko nga dyan, bro, ang tawag ko dito, ang lagi kong iniisip dyan, for example, ngayon, sa nangyayari sa atin, sa buhay natin, merong McDo, may Jollibee, may Mang Inasal, may KFC. Pare-parehas chicken, di ba? So, pare-parehas chicken, ano lang yung nagpa-unique, di ba? Yun, kumbaga, kung ano yung piliin ng tao, dun ako. Di ba? Parang ganon, yung ano nun, yung parang way nung pag-build nung ng app din. So, parang expected mo na talaga na merong ganun talaga. Na merong same concept, same ganto, same ganyan.
But the good thing is there's a market for that.
Oo.
Yung good thing naman doon.
Yes,
It really
totoo.
solves a pain point eh. Di ba?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ayan, so bro, before we closing remarks, so sa mga viewers natin na nanonood ngayon, ano yung one last message mo na maipapayo sa mga aspiring developers, maging senior or maging mid developer na nanonood sa atin ngayon?
I think for me be really good at what you're doing. Kasi sa AI era you can do more. You can build more and use AI to learn more as well. So ayun, also don't just do it on your own. So I think it's a good thing na sumali din sila sa mga meetups,
Yes,
sa
totoo.
mga tech communities.
Oo.
So they will really learn a lot from other professionals as well since they have experience enough, di ba? And mas malalesen pa yung time for learning because of the advice that you will get from other professionals.
Totoo.
So, ayun lang, be really good at what you're doing and really utilize AI efficiently. Yun lang.
So, ayun, napaka-ganda ng message ni Sir, and for sure, napakarami yung natutunan, guys. And isa na rin ako, Sir. May mga natutunan din ako sa iyo a lot. So, thank you so much sa pag-accept ng invitation ng The Builders Table. So, muli, ako nga pala si Danielson Baltasar, isang PWD na web developer. Bro, thank you. Feature tayo.
Thank you so much.